Hello, welcome to AnAuraChicBeauty channel. For today's makeup tutorial, I'll be recreating a MAC look from the A Rose Romance collection. It's the Still My Heart look that has it's like a rose print thing on the forehead. I won't be doing that rose thing. I didn't actually get anything from that collection. Nothing really caught my eye. I also wanted to kind of show you how to, I guess, recreate a look that you see or that you may like, whether it may be mine or someone else on YouTube, or maybe from a celebrity that their makeup, what they're wearing. Sometimes you want to know the exact products that they use and have the exact same look that they have. So yeah, I kind of wanted to show you how to just when you see a look and kind of make it your own. And I actually really like the idea of a romantic look, so this is just what I did, and I use a couple of the colors that they use in the Still My Heart look, a couple of the eyeshadows and maybe a lip pencil, but that's actually basically it. Everything else is just from what I have, and yeah, that's about it. So let's get started. So in my last video, I asked you guys kind of your feedback on whether or not you would mind if I kind of fast forward or skip some of the steps in my tutorials, and most of you have said you like that I do the step-by-step application from the foundation and everything. And so anyway, I did this side of my face for the foundation, concealer. I didn't do the powder yet, but I'm going to do this side. So before I start on my foundation, I always like to prepare my skin, moisturize it, and make sure that all the products will blend in really well. So first I sprayed some M.A.C Fix Plus. It's a skin refresher and finishing mist. I do about 4 to 5 spurts all over my face. Then after the M.A.C Fix Plus, I use M.A.C Moisturelush eye cream to hydrate and moisturize under the eye area, and this will help also to help the concealer blend in a lot better and apply more smoothly. Then the last thing I moisturize is my lips, and I use M.A.C Lip Conditioner Stick. It's really important to keep your lips moisturized and hydrated, just like everything else. It'll apply the lipstick and gloss and everything a lot better. So once I let my skin absorb the M.A.C Fix Plus and the Moisturelush eye cream, I use a makeup primer, and for a couple weeks I've been using this M.A.C Skin Refine Zone treatment. It's an oil-free primer that controls oil and shine. It's like a liquid kind of water-based texture, but it does dry to a matte finish, and I actually do really like it. But the funny thing is, it's a limited edition product, which I find kind of weird for like a makeup primer, since it is something that you would use all the time. You only need a tiny bit to apply, so like I use like a pinhead size amount, and I apply it to my T-zone area, which is the forehead, nose, and chin, and I apply a little bit also on the cheeks, just on this like inner part area, because sometimes my skin gets a little bit shiny, and especially maybe in photos, the flash kind of highlights the center of your face. So if you want to control shine that way, then maybe check this out. But again, it is limited edition. So once the primer sets, I apply my foundation, and today I'm using the MAC Studio Sculpt in NC25, and I'm using MAC brush number 109 to apply. And lately I've been applying first starting from the forehead and working my way down, just because it, I don't know, makes it a lot easier to apply than doing cheek and then the forehead and then chin, like going all over the face. I focus on the center of the face, around the nose, mouth, and kind of cheek area. Just kind of pat it and then buff it out on the edges, making sure to blend. Another reason I start from the forehead and work my way down is I also like to cover my mouth with the foundation, because it helps to conceal the pigmentation that my lips have. So if you ever have a problem with lip colors not really showing up because you have a lot of pigment to your lips, then a great tip is to kind of cover it with your foundation or even concealer. That's fine too. So yeah, since my lips have a little bit of lip balm and stuff, I don't want it to like kind of mix in on my brush and then I'm going to apply it all over my other parts of my face. So I kind of leave this area last. And then I just, basically pat it right on. And this is just a nice base for the, lip liner, lipstick, and everything to kind of last longer and just show the color a lot more as well. So once I have my foundation on, I'm going to use MAC NC20 Studio Sculpt Concealer to cover any additional areas like blemishes or just darker spots that the foundation didn't cover. And I'm going to use MAC 217 brush to apply. And I just kind of pat it on that area and then blend the edges, making sure not to kind of disturb the coverage that I made on the area that I want to conceal. Then for the under eye concealing to cover the dark circles, I'm using Laura Mercier Secret Concealer number 2. And I'm going to use the same MAC 217 brush to apply. And just need a tiny bit. Just apply it to the dark areas. You don't need to apply like all over if you don't really need that much coverage. Just kind of pat and then buff away the edges. Then to set everything, I'm going to use MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in light medium, and I'm using Trish McEvoy number 5 powder brush to apply, and just lightly brush it across your face. I'm going to do the eyes, and I'm first going to start with MAC Painterly Paint Pot as my eyeshadow base, and I'm going to use MAC number 217 brush again to apply. I'm just going to apply a thin layer from the lash line all the way up to the brow bone. Just kind of buff it on. For the highlight color, MAC used Vapour eyeshadow, which is a kind of peachy pink duochrome color with like violet shimmer in it. It's probably hard to see it on screen right now, but yeah, it's really nice for pink or maybe purple looks, like I used in my last video. And I'm going to use MAC 252 brush to highlight the brow bone. And we'll start at the center of the brow bone area. Just pat right there, and at least sweep it across outwards, and then blend it inwards. Then I'm going to use the same color to highlight the inner corner, but I'm going to use MAC brush number 224 to apply. And I just kind of dot it right in the corner and make little like circular motions, kind of like drilling in the color. And just kind of lightly blend it on the lower lash line and then a little bit up onto maybe the lid and crease. Then to add warmth and create depth in my crease, I'm going to use MAC Soft Brown Eyeshadow. It's a matte, kind of warm brown, peachy color. And I'm going to use Sephora number 10 brush to apply. So just like that, just back and forth. So I'm going to kind of focus more on the inner corner, like near the highlight, just to create a little bit more shadow towards the inside. You can blend it up a little bit out into the brow bone color. Then I'm going to take that same color and use the same brush and apply it to the lower lash line to also add a little bit of warmth and to kind of balance the top and bottom part of the eye. And it's going to connect from right where the outer corner is, and just kind of just draw it back and forth. And kind of making it a little bit thick. We're going to be layering other liners on top, so it's going to blend in, really well.